podcast, Jebuth. Thinking. That's what we do around here. We come up with ideas, we implement them, and then I talk about them. So, I just got done recording a song. And my goal's been, I'm trying to put out one song a month, every month. Just one, with like a little video type thing. Not a music video, but just, film and music, right? And I have a song that I thought was I've written a lot of songs. I've been doing this 20 plus years. I've written a lot of songs, and I'm like, dude, this is the dopest thing I've ever written. I don't feel like that often. And I tried to record it maybe like 2 weeks ago, or a week and a half ago. And it just wasn't, there's something not right about it. Then I realized, I was like, dude, I got to memorize this. And then record it, just memorize, right? Because then it'll be perfect, right? And I tried to memorize it for whatever, last 10 days, 14 days, I don't even know. And I couldn't memorize it. I got like maybe the first verse almost all the way down. Well, here, I'll do the first verse. From where I got it memorized. It goes, heroes none, villains zilch, no victims, exclusively powerful and powerless, like blackout throughout city, typecast helplessness, has strength, quarterback situations into existence, ripe avoid, fast consumption, skill level, eruption, color scheme, colorblind, like problem B as it solves itself, evolve the side, wealth. So obviously I fell off right there. But then it keeps going. I was like, I knew a little bit more than that, but I couldn't memorize it. But I knew it so well from reading it that I was like, it's like reading it is almost like the mesmerization because I've said it so many freaking times. Anyway, I have a point to all this madness. Completed it, worked really hard. It's kind of hard, recording by yourself. You got to run over here, run over there, and I was trying to videotape it and all that while doing it. Video tape, there's no tape. And okay, I got it. All right. Then I'm listening to it. I'm like, dude, I don't like. Like, I don't love. It did not come anywhere near where I thought it would. And I continually have these things. I think I have it with the podcast. I have it with a lot of art where it's like, I know I can just nail something and I don't really get there. And just learning to let it be. And as an indie type dude, like that kind of is like the hardcore, like you do it yourself and do it at home and, make use of what you got. And that's fine and dandy, but you're 20 plus years into it and you're like, dude, I can do this. I can nail this. And it's not what I wanted, but it's still good, I think. I don't fucking know. Such a fucking juggling act, right? Like, you just want to kick ass and take names, and then you're at the mercy of everything else. But, as is life, right? I think chefs have the same deal. I mean, chefs probably have it worse, right? Because you're like trying to make the perfect deliciousness, and it's good, but it's not that good, but it looks great. It's like, I don't know. I think about movies too, because like movies, they be doing the same thing, right? It's just like kill your babies or writers. But with music, it's weird because I was having this weird thing with like my volume, like what I hear and what's coming out, and then I just sent it off to mastering. So we shall see. I guess I beat myself up, but I think I should because I want to make good art, right? And that's like my main thing. Music's probably my main artistic ability that I've done the longest and had the most, thought process about or energy put into. So you want it to be impeccable. But that's not all I am. I am a bunch of different creative aspects, and so we shall. And it goes into everything, dude. It goes like even driving your car to the fucking store. You say, I could have done this better. Could have took that lane if I wanted to have been behind this truck. But I'm sure y'all have the same problems. Everybody does, I think. I think even the masters have those problems, but then somehow they get it out there and it's fucking fantastic. So, but maybe I just think it's fantastic, or everybody thinks it's fantastic and they never do. Who the fuck knows? I guess Russia went into Ukraine. I was talking about that last week. Yeah, they're up in there. Putting sanctions on them. It's just so fucking nuts. And we're over there like, oh yeah, dude, they're just going in and they're going to be sanctioned. Go in there. Well, we're in here, motherfuckers. Oh, you're getting sanctioned. Like, last week you were allowed to buy avocados from Mexico. This week you're only eating bread. Okay, whatever, dude. We got a whole country. We'll figure it out, right? I want the ports at the sea. But that goes and it's fucking up the fucking stock market. Fucking crypto's all fucking up and down. And fucking virus is gone, but it's still here. Fucking, have you heard about Havana syndrome? What the fuck, dude? Like fucking noise bombing or some shit? I don't fucking know, dude. Fucking, I don't know what the fuck to do. Anyway. I read this book this week. Things No One Else Can Teach from Humble the Poet. Things No One Else Can Teach Us from Humble the Poet. And this is pretty good, dude. It's like self-help, spirituality, self-help, personal growth, and success. And that pretty much nails it. Gives you a lot of thoughts. I would definitely recommend it. It opens up channels of your brain that you might have had stagnant or never wrapped your head around. And it's kind of done in a hip-hop style-y, I would say. You know, because he's a rapper and a poet and a thinker and educated. He was a school teacher and he puts in a lot of different situations. He's from Toronto. And I would definitely shout out. I guess he's got another book called Unlearn. I'll probably check it out if I can find it. And this is a good one. It actually looks really cool too. It's like a hardback, but like blue and white. But definitely just a thinking process. Life isn't black and white. There's plenty of gray in between. These are some of the things of the. It's a fun book to read too because the chapters are pretty short, but they're like thoughts, right? I made enjoying the journey more important than worrying about the destination. Those are fucking solid words of wisdom. Solid. Where is it? Try to relate to the bad guys in your story. Bad guys in your life, essentially. Fear is not a sustainable motivator. It just exhausts us. These are all really, really good. Don't be so hyperbolic. That's a big word for dramatic. There is no absolute good and bad. Everything is what we make of it. So it's just fucking tidbits. This is fucking awesome. Look at this. Our problems aren't always our fault, but they're still our responsibility. I mean, dude, you could just fucking open up your brain and just start thinking about shit like that. Definitely improve your day, improve your life, improve your success, improve your functionality, and fucking bam, bam, bam. And that's why we read, is we want to get into great people's minds. So, read. Peeped out some movies this week. Now, I saw this a while ago. Maybe a few years ago. Probably 5. And I don't remember it. I think I fell asleep. It's Michael Powell's Peeping Tom. And this is a Criterion edition. This is just a regular DVD. But Peeping Tom, a frank exploration of voyeurism and violence, Michael Powell's extraordinary film is the story of a psychopathic cameraman, his childhood traumas, sexual crises, and murderous revenge as an adult. Rivaled by critics upon its initial release for its deeply upsetting subject matter, the film has since been hailed as a masterpiece. And it's really good, dude. There's a little tidbit in here, the British Psycho. So it came out like 3 months before Psycho. And whatever, I'm going to tell you what it's about. I don't care. There's this cameraman who was like studied by his father in front of a camera his whole life, right? And they were like looking at the psychology of fear. So he had videotaped him his whole life. And then the movie starts off where he's like behind the camera and he's getting a hooker and he fucking murders her. He's got like a knife on his tripod and he's constantly murdering until the cops catch up to him or whatever. But he's all about like his fucking camera. And then it's a movie in a movie and it's just so well done. It's fucking old as fuck, dude. It's 1960 from Britain. And it's fucking great. I mean, it's so good. And I guess like when it came out, dude, people hated that. It was so fucking, oh my God, it got taken out of theaters and no one talked about it. And then fools started finding it and they're like, dude, this shit is dope. So, Peeping Tom, Michael Powell. He also did what I haven't seen. I really want to see, Red Shoes, which everybody's talking about, which was before this. I think this, like, it fucking like ruined his career. He like fucking gave up for a long time. But he came back. And then, you know I'm a fucking John Cusack super fan, right? This fucking movie's dope. Identity? It's actually directed by James Mangold, who's the guy who did the new Logan, and he's just done tons of stuff. I think he did Girl Interrupted, and he did but this is cool because it's like one of those thriller, takes place basically in a motel. It's like super cerebral. It's like a murderer, schizophrenic who's essentially everybody in the hotel and he's murdering everybody, but it's just his alter ego schizophrenic. It's fucking, we love that type of shit. And it's so beautiful. This is a Blu-ray experience, high definition. Ebert and Roper. I was going to say Cisco. Where's Cisco? Ebert and Roper gave it 2 thumbs up. And it's from 2007. The most satisfying and accomplished thriller in recent memory. What if they had the choice we make? What if every choice we make was already made for us? What if there really were no coincidences in life and our destinies were already predetermined? 10 strangers with secrets are brought together in a savage rainstorm. A limo driver, an 80s TV rock star. No, an 80s TV star, not a rock star. A cop who is transporting a killer. a call girl, a pair of newlyweds, and a family in crisis. So, dude, it's like, boom, a car crash. They all fucking get stuck in the fucking rivers, and then they can't leave, so they all go to this hotel, and this dude had taken over the hotel. It's good. Identity. Peep it out. Bam. I never heard of it. I just kind of found it. I found it at the thrift store, so I grabbed it. And then this kind of just came out on Blu-ray, and I had never heard of it either. Breaking In with Burt Lancaster, directed by Bill Forsyth. Oh, this is good, dude. 1989. It's about a safecracker, right? And it starts off pretty dope. Like, basically, these two guys are casing the house. The guy leaves. Burt Lancaster goes in to steal the safe, and this like high school kid type young dude breaks in. Well, he breaks in to fucking steal the safe or crack the safe. And then this other dude breaks in simultaneously while the dude leaves to like eat sandwiches and shit, right? And fucking watch TV and drink a beer. And so they link up and then they become safecrackers. Or Burt Reynolds teaches them how to safecrack and they go on a thing. But it's kind of like a comedy. Like they talk about it in the commentary where like there's never really a threat that they're going to get caught, right? So it's like a happy-go-lucky safecrack. But it's really good. I liked it. I mean, it's kind of a hidden gem. It came out just this year on Blu-ray. But I'd never heard of it, and it's a really good role for Burt Lancaster. You never see him play like a. I mean, I think what he said, or based on the commentary, he said that like he was always the role was always him, and he had to be this role, so he had to like flip the script, and you really see it. It's really good. But we love the heist movies. There's a thing in here where they're breaking into a supermarket, and they're drilling in the hole, and they do the same thing from Rafifi, which is another like heist movie where they put an umbrella through the hole and catch all the dust. But it's funny because he was in the commentary. They're talking about that the director got that from Evel Knievel because he was a criminal before, and he said he used to use the umbrella to catch the dust, which is really weird because I definitely know that's Rafifi. But maybe I don't know. Right when I saw it was Rafifi, and then when I watched the commentary, he said it was from Evel Knievel. So whatever. And then this Kiyoshi Kurosawa, Cure, Masters of Cinema. This is good. I am going to have to watch it a few times. I didn't totally get it. It's kind of super cerebral. Released to the critical acclaim in both the East and the West, Cure was a breakthrough film for director Kiyoshi Kurosawa, a nerve-shredding thriller about the hunt for a serial killer in a bleak and decaying Tokyo. So it's like, these are not like the V cinemas or the V videos. This was meant for the cinema, or meant for the movies, and released in theaters. A series of murders have been committed by ordinary people who claim to have no control over their horrifying act. Following the only link, a mysterious stranger who has a brief contact with each perpetrator and their victim. Detective Kanachi Takabe places his own sanity on the line as he tries to end the wave of inexplicable terror. And so it's like cop versus serial killer, but the serial killer is like really into mesmerizing, right? So he mesmerizes these people into committing these things. So it's fucking like super next level, right? But it's beautiful. It's fun. I think he did it with no money. Described as one of the greatest films of all time by Bong Joon-ho. Cure is deeply unsettling masterpiece of its genre and shockingly been unavailable on home video until now. So fairly it's from 97. Not totally known about it. This is actually a UK edition that I got. And I actually, dude, peep this. Peep this. I had to order these from the UK. But I got two. So, whatever. Bragging. But, Cure. Peep it out. It's fun fucking mental fuckery, right? We love mental fuckery. Fuck my mentals. But, alright, so art's difficult. Movies are great. Books fucking change your life. Time is of the essence. Try your hardest. Do your best. Read more books. Stay amazing. Be humble. Be gracious. Podcast Jebuth.